Alright guys and gals, everybody, welcome back. It's been a while since I made a video. I apologize, a lot going on. Preparing for festivals and dealing with some tendonitis that is pretty much healed now. For about a month I was dealing with some pain, so I kind of overdid it on some carving. Learning some things. Again, everything I do, as I mentioned in my videos before, I kind of learn as I go along here. So this will probably be like a few parts, and I really hate to do this, but probably on a lot of my videos until I feel 100%. I'm about 90% healthy in my elbow, for my guess. So a lot of my videos will probably be, for right now, broken up into parts just because, for other than just my elbow hurting, for some other reasons, time constraints, I'm not able to film everything from start to finish like I was doing previously in a bunch of my other videos. So um, I was lucky enough to find some, I believe this is cherry. Um, didn't have any leaves or anything. This is the inside here. And I had a festival yesterday, which was Sunday here in Philly. I didn't make a channel announcement, and I apologize. Got some, not commissions, but just ideas from some customers and also from just people coming in to look at my stuff that I had to offer. That's kind of always the challenge, to make things, just making spoons or utensils or whatever it is I'm making, and hoping that people are interested in it, and hoping that that person coming into my booth or my tent is interested in that product. So I do have an Etsy page now, and I will be adding more items to that Etsy store as I move along. I do have a lot of items I need to put up there. It's just, life kind of gets in the way a little bit. So without further complaining about that stuff, let's get started. Just a quick tip here. What I started playing around with recently was putting beeswax on the end, or on the ends of when you cut, to prevent any cracking or checking. I store all my stuff in my basement. It gets pretty dry down here, and I want to keep as much moisture in as possible. A lot of the wood I have is probably getting pretty dry. I have so much wood I can't even carve it all. So I have some tool handles I have to make, some axe handles, a bunch of different things. So that's a quick tip that I saw online. You could put some beeswax on there, and that may help. So I'm going to split this off camera, and I'm going to come right back when that's done. All right. All right, guys, I'm back. So such a mess in here. Oh my God, I hate it. Something I learned over the past, just, I guess, recently from Instagram. So anyone from Instagram, I know there's a couple guys on here that follow me from Instagram on YouTube here. I've learned a lot from everybody. The quote unquote really good and more well-known spoon carvers, to just people like me that just kind of carve in their basement and do it as a hobby, kind of a part-time job kind of thing. I've learned in a very quasi way about kind of like production, about maybe not trying to do a spoon from start to finish and then move on to the next one. It's maybe about doing things in stages. So what I did is, if you can see, I had a half. This is the other half here, and I split that half, I guess, into I guess it would be a quarter. So it's pretty thin. This is not going to be a very deep bowl, and these are kind of more like general purpose kind of style. This is from a copy of a spoon my wife likes. I made a couple for her like this that are from like a department store. And this one is one that I kind of did a freehand drawing. Can barely see it probably. Some time ago, and I made a template out of it. So very similar. One's just a little bigger than the other. So made the stop cuts. And so what we'll do is we will split the sides down for both of these. And then we will move over to the, I'm sure you guys can see, and then we'll move over to the shave horse to kind of shape the handle a little bit if we can. And this wood is, dare I say, perfectly green. I don't know how long ago it was cut down. Very recent. found this. My dad was looking out for me, and there were some bigger pieces there that I couldn't really take, and there was a really 8 or 9 foot long piece of cherry that took, that was about, I don't know, 4 inches in diameter maybe. Really, I could probably just use a shave horse on this now, but we'll get it down to a reasonable working. I'm trying to do as much of the work as I can while this wood is really green, so I don't, potentially hurt myself again. So, and it's kind of the thing. If you have some, this is just me. It's advice for myself, really. And if it makes sense to you, then use it. If not, don't use it. Is to, if you have any drier wood, it's not so green, really think about what you have to do with the wood first. Really strategize on how you're going to attack the wood and how you're going to create your item that you're going to make. And also make sure you have the right tools too. So that's kind of done where I want it, so I can go back onto the shave horse and just kind of, again, try to save my elbow a little bit. Which is, where's the other piece at? Which is something I kind of got away from. Normally I would try to split this straight down, but this is such a beautiful piece of wood that I'm just going to kind of hack away here. Yeah, I don't want to mess this up. So I'm being a little less wasteful on some of these here. Some people will probably even use as much wood as possible. So I'm going to finish kind of paring this down, and when I have more done, of course, as always, I'll be right back. All right? All right, guys, I'm back. So I kind of got these down to, I guess a length, or not a length, but a part that I want. So I'm going to start working with the draw knife just to kind of shape around. I try to, as much as possible, save my elbow, which is what I'm talking about. So here's also a sneak peek at another project I was working on. This is just but a bowl. This is maple. It's getting pretty dry. I shared some pictures on Instagram of this. I'm going to have to, knock off the sides and everything and kind of make it a bowl shape. So it's just something to look at there. A little knot there in the middle, but this is going to be maybe more just for decoration or whatever people want to use a bowl for. So it should last forever. It's maple. So yeah. So man, I'm gonna be in the market for a new ads, because the one I bought some months ago isn't really, and I kind of knew this going in. It's really not that great quality. So, again, you get what you pay for. Ads can be very expensive, and you know what? Let me raise up this Dumbhead, I think it's called. I learned that not too long ago. It's interesting. This piece is a little crooked, but I think that will add to the character of this thing, which is what I love. It's kind of the hard thing to explain to people that are looking for, in this day and age, people are looking for something so perfect. And I have more of an artistic mind, I guess. And, it's kind of hard to explain to people my approach when they don't really want to listen. So that's kind of unfortunate at times, but this is going to be really pretty too when it dries. That's the great thing about having this shave horse, is that I can do stuff like this. Flip it over. Can't see too well on this side though. This is all we're going to do here. Let's see what we got for the handle here. Alright. I don't want to go too thin here. It's nice and squared off. Okay, so that's one, and I'll have to clean this up a little bit more, but I'm just trying to, again, take the, I don't want to say production, because I'm not really in that kind of, I don't have that really that way to do that, but I'm just trying to have that kind of approach to it, I guess. Oops. That's awesome. Put it in here, it's a little smaller. So after I finish this guy here, I'll probably just stop in the video here, and come back tomorrow with the progress, if I can get this thing to work properly. That fits in there. Square this guy off. Okay. Let's see if that works. Go a little bit lower on this. There we go. That probably will be a lot better, I hope. I'll figure this out one day, guys. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Kind of improvising. This one's going to be pretty much all white if it makes it. I am talking about soon, not soon, but maybe getting a lathe, an electric lathe. Fuck. Look at this. A little bit too aggressive there. And I do have an interest in making bowls, and making them by hand is cool too, but if I want to really crank out a lot and get rid of some of this drier wood here, that will be something I need to get soon. So, alright guys, so that's kind of it right now. This one kind of got messed up. I'll have to figure something out with that handle. But that's what we have right now, and stay tuned tomorrow or the next day. I'll be posting another video soon on these guys, and there'll be definitely more to come as my elbow heals. It's almost there, so I appreciate everybody being patient. And I know I rambled on a lot in this video. Haven't made a video in so long, so I was trying hard to stay focused on just talking about spoons, about these spoons. So I appreciate the support. Thanks everyone for subscribing and following me on Instagram as well. That's really great. I think this is a great community, craftsmanship, artistry that goes along with spoon carving and woodworking in general, bowl making, all that kind of great stuff. We're all learning a lot from each other, and thanks for the support, guys. All right, catch you on the next video.